Oh, fancy meeting you here. Negasister's back. We're in the inn, and we've been playing Baldur's Gate all day, and I am trying to remember these controls. I am trying to rotate with Q and E, trying to click to move. Whew, okay. So it's been a little bit since the last episode, and we've done a little bit of work. We have dinged to 31. We turned in. We had like 1 or 2 quests to turn in Stormwind, stuff like that. Dinged to 31. We've also sorted out our blacksmithing a little bit at least. You'll notice we're missing our golden boob tube, replaced with a metallic one. Where is it? And this is what we have now. So 14 strength, 6 stamina. The old one we had a lot of stamina on it. So this is going to be definitely a better DPS chest. If we do have a situation where we need to tank something, maybe I'd chuck the old one back on. I've still got it in the bank. And we also made a new pair of gloves. 4 strength, 4 stam, 3 spirit, compared to 4 strength, 5 strength. We've lost 1 strength, gained a little bit of armor, as well as the 3 spirit. I think that's a decent trade-off. I'm expecting the spirit to just help us regen and keep us in the fight, even if we're like 1 strength lower than we would have been otherwise. And we can sell those. So what are we doing today? We are going to be doing, probably head over here, start doing these war banners first, since that's a green quest now, as well as kill the named mob in the raptor area, and then finish off up here. We've also got one down here, a noble brew. We're going to quickly swing by there and pick that up. And that will be Wetlands finished, I believe, unless this war banner quest has a follow-on that I don't know about, which is definitely possible. Got a turn in at Arathi that we could do. We've got a turn in at what's this place called? Hillsbrad Foothills. Wanted to call it Tarren Mill. I'm used to I can see all my braces that I made to level up my blacksmithing are all expiring. Instead of selling one, I somehow sold like 10 of them in one go, which was a mistake. Or at least I put them up for auction house. I didn't sell them. Didn't mean to do that, and yes, they are all expiring now. In fact, I thought there would have been more than this, so maybe we sold 1 or 2. Find out later. So yeah, we are looking for a new destination after the wetlands. We do have a tiny little bit to do down here in Duskwood. Let's dodge this raptor. But yeah, Arathi doesn't look like there's too much there. Same here. Look, we've got a couple of things to do in Hillsbrad, but there's also a lot which is sort of mid to high 30s. So I kind of feel like maybe we want to hit somewhere else and then go there. Stranglethorn, sort of, or maybe Stranglethorn's an option. 33s. You'd probably want to be coming to Stranglethorn a little bit later, probably similar to Hillsbrad. Got a quest to hand in over here. I'm definitely, I want to hit the salt flats down here. Where am I going? I'm still going along here. There's a lot of questing to do down there. The question is, what level do we go down there? If 33 is the highest, I kind of remember there being repeatable quests that do get harder as you go. Copper vein, don't need that anymore. I think we're all kind of in the same situation here. We've got 3 options of zones, which are all sort of that mid-30s. Probably too high for Ashen Vale now. Maybe not. There's a couple of 30s here. We'll have a think about that though. Oops. Don't want to turn here yet. Oh, I'm stuck. We need a high 20s to 30s zone. It's not going to be there. It's not going to be there. Desolus too high. I mean, maybe it's Ashen Vale. The quests are a bit spaced out though. I mean, who knows? By the time we do everything here, and then perhaps do one here, with all the rested XP that we've built up, maybe we'll be 32. In which case, those 33 quests won't look too bad. Let's get ready to rumble. Remember the first time we got here, these were a big hell no when we saw them. This was no way do we want to be near these things. They look way too high level for us. Chosen a good time to come back and face them because this is very manageable now. Oh, Turd Fries has died, level 31, in the Angerfang encampment. Dead to a Dragon Maw Raider. Angerfang, that sounds familiar. That's, it's not done murder. Yeah, look, RIP to that guy. Wish you the best on going again. 31 is that's a high level to die. That's when you ah, Jesus. These dudes keep getting away on no health. Let's see if we've got a better way to... Well, he's netted me early, that's a good thing. Actually, no, we're just killing them too quickly for the nets to wear off. That's our first war banner. Guess it's not the greatest drop rate. I think we're just going to melt through these guys quickly enough that it's not going to matter. This feels like the kind of quest that would send us back here after we hand it in. Probably, oh, there's a named guy here. Do you want to come back and kill him? As long as it's sort of the same level range, we'll probably end up doing that. Not netting us anymore. Sure why. See how quickly these guys are attacking us. The old Retribution aura is putting in work. However, I mean, is it really though? This is probably the perfect opponent to use it on, right? He's attacking so quickly. Let's see how much damage it did. 48 damage. 48 damage it did. It's like less than half of one auto attack. As much as I would like to use it, just it ain't doing that much. Half to a third of a melee attack. I don't think it's making a difference. Oh, actually, oh god, I totally forgot something. We do have Seal of Command now. And we should probably be using that instead of Seal of Righteousness. He's gonna live. I was going to stop by Stormwind and see if I have like a higher level of this, because it's only rank 1. So that did 165 righteous. Well, that's the judgment. It doesn't really... So Seal did 128, Judgment did 165. Let's try. Not seeing any extra damage. Well, apparently it is. Okay, so the Seal ended up doing 300 there, even without the Judgment. Leads me to believe it is definitely worth using this over the Judgment. Sorry, over Righteousness. I'm not seeing where the damage is coming in, though. Oh, I guess that's it. Yes, that's definitely That's definitely doing more. So it's not a guaranteed hit. But when it does hit, it hits very hard. I like that. Looking like we're going to have to turn back shortly. Let's watch this guy go for a run any second. Let our aura finish them off. Alright, halfway there. Swamp Runner and Swamp Runner. Oh, these guys do a poison. Okay, well. Quite like fighting enemies with poisons. Oh, I thought I was going to get both, but we didn't. I'm prepared for a 2v1 though. This is why I like fighting enemies with poison. We can remove it. Probably takes a large amount of damage out of their kit. He's probably going to go to a really awkward spot and die because he's got a damage over time effect on him. And that's doable. What are we at? We're at 5 of 8. Don't think we're going to have respawns at the entrance yet, so just a couple more pools over here I think will do us. What this cave is. Looks like we don't have it explored. Maybe we just haven't picked up a quest yet that sends us in here. Though we are pretty much finished here, so if there is a quest to go there, I don't think we're going to find it. It's going to be out of our level range by the time we get it. So let's talk long-term plans. This is not what we wanted. There we go. I think the hype around doing a Noma run has thankfully subsided. In fact, the person who wanted to do it the most was our dear friend Mully, who has unfortunately, in between the time of filming episodes, succumbed to a death. Mully is no longer with us. Mully the Mage. Rest in peace, Mully. I do believe he's leveling up a paladin now, encroaching in on my territory. Can't fault him for the decision. The flexibility of a class that can both tank, heal, and DPS is hard to say no to. Surprised we didn't get that second one. And he was the one that wanted Noma the most. So, putting Noma aside, Razorfen Crawl, we definitely do have some interest there. Razorfen Crawl is very popular for Corpse Maker. It's not that much. Well, I mean, it depends. If we just admit that the corrosive acid the Strike of the Hydra does is not that great, then the 20 strength on the Hydra is going to be a massive upgrade. So that's the next big weapon that any melee that uses two-handers is going to be targeting. I think we'd be fine without it, but the boys were expressing a lot of interest in going there. So if we did happen to get one in the end, I think that'd be okay. I would be down for that. So that's probably the next dungeon we're looking at. I'm not sure what the recommended levels are to go in there. I mean, 32 in Stockades probably would have been too high. So if we say 38 is probably too high, so maybe 36. We've also got our last flag. We might as well run down here and loot this item. See a Razorfen Crawl, probably the next. And then after that, we're just going to be starting on Scarlet Monastery. Could probably do Graveyard before Crawl, but I don't know how popular Graveyard is. I've got a feeling not many people are going to be interested in it. Doesn't look like there's anything in particular that we want. Some of these look not too bad, but they're off rare mobs, so probably not that ideal for us. Library, we probably do want to hit library, which is maybe after Razorfang Crawl. So we've got a staff we can't use, leather gloves, 3 charge item, and nothing off the last boss either. So it's looking like this is a big old, well, druids would love to go here. Other than that, there's not a whole lot in there for old Negasister, except maybe filling out the healing set. Cool looking shoulders. Look like an NPC now from wearing that. Imagine this person strolling around a zone with 10 other copies of the character waiting to be killed. Yeah, so we got a lot. We got a few options. I think I'm too low, so we're probably going to have a couple of leveling episodes before we start thinking about any dungeons. But I will consult the guys, see if anyone's keen on anything, and we'll stay flexible. A little bit of a run here. Let's skip ahead to our destination. Alright, here we are. This is a rather odd thing that we were looking for. Musquash root. It's the one place in the world it spawns, apparently. We have it. Oh, hang on. Tin vein. Is that in a location we can actually reach, though? I did notice that we don't have any of that explored. Tin vein, tin vein. It says it's below us. Might be in the water. Yeah, I'm not too sure how to explore this stuff. You might have to go around here to do it. Which, I don't need the map explored that much. That's a bit of a detour. Where? Oh, there it is. It's behind the waterfall. So while I was running, I asked our trusted friend Wazza what the level requirement is for Razorfen Crawl, and he said 30's fine, and I didn't believe him. So I went to guild chat, lots of unbiased opinions in guild chat, and I said, hey, what's the recommended level for Razorfen Crawl? And surprisingly, majority of people were saying 30's fine. 30, 31, 32. I thought it was higher. Basically means it's like barely any different than the stockades, and so why does there's such a big difference when you look at it in Atlas loot? Either way, maybe we'll be doing it sooner than we thought. I'll do a little bit more research, but if we really are at an acceptable range and we've got enough people keen to do it, then maybe we do. Maybe we do. Either way, I've got to run back to town now. It's going to take a little bit. In fact, no, let's go kill this guy on the way back. Either way, it's still going to be a bit of a journey, so I'll see you when we get there. Alright, we're into the raptor area. Trying to skip as many as we can, but there's quite a few around. Luckily, most of them are actually taken out. I believe that is our destination up the hill. And we're probably going to have to take you out. That was very quick. Oh, this Seal of Command has some real potential to pop off. Okay, so it looks like Sarltooth is not breathing at the moment. Don't know how long the not the cooldown, the respawn time is. But I kind of feel like if I don't kill him now, I'm probably not going to come back here. It's always so much running around, so maybe we wait for him. Does look like there's another one up here. I don't know if that was just a normal spawn or if maybe he has a friend. Let's go kill something while we're waiting, though. I saw another raptor over there. Keep the XP going. But yeah, even if he's level 29 and he had a green level assistant, pretty confident we can take care of that. Still got plenty of rested experience as well. Has he despawned? No, he hasn't. So let's pop down and kill a few more. What's his name, actually? Sarl. Sarl. Alright, so we'll be able to spot him when he's back up now. In the meantime, let's get some XP going. Hopefully, he doesn't take too long to spawn. So yeah, can definitely be a little bit hit or miss, the seal. It barely did anything that time. I guess in a prolonged fight, it probably has more of an opportunity to pop off. I don't know, maybe I'm getting a little bit unlucky now. Okay, I can't target Sarl, which means the corpse has likely despawned, which is a good sign. Maybe, maybe we're not getting unlucky. Maybe we were getting really lucky. This is barely triggering at all now. So we only did 113 damage there just off the seal. Let's get the other one out. Where's it gone? Must be in Holy. There it is. Let's get Seal of Righteousness out again. Just compare that. Oh, he is up. Let's compare the difference. So that was... They had a couple of like just 100-ish ones there. Why is it still saying Seal of Command and not Seal of Righteousness? Show current segment, yeah. Alright, well Details is doing something weird. It's not showing my new fights. And there are two here. I don't know. That does not look like they pull together. Excellent. Should be a relatively easy fight then. Okay, that actually ended up being very similar. That only did... So, yeah. Seal of Command on a bad day is equal to Seal of Righteousness. Let's confirm that. Yeah, so one hit is already like the entire round of fighting with Seal of the Righteousness. Alright, I think we made the right call. That is the kill we needed. Oh, and we need to go up there. Unfortunately, it's going to take a minute. Try and grab this tin vein while we're here. We're nearly out of needing tin for the blacksmithing. We're still making bronze stuff. Bronze stuff's still orange. That's going to give us a lot of level ups. But we are going to be having access to iron soon, or iron crafting. The chest was the last big thing that I sort of had planned, that I knew I wanted to make. I haven't looked ahead at the rest of the blacksmithing stuff to see if there's how long I have to wait for another big piece. What I do know is that it's looking like the NPC that gives me recipes in Stormwind, he was nearly out. of new things to teach me. And I had a quick look to see where the next guy is. Apparently that is in Stranglethorn Vale. I would imagine it would be in Booty Bay. In fact, it sounds familiar, having the next NPC be in Booty Bay. So at some point we'll be heading there, seeing if there's any cool things we can make, and try not to delay it too much. It's always the trap I fall in with stuff like blacksmithing. By the time I level it up, I don't even need the gear that it provides anymore, so I don't think it'll be a very exciting trip, so I might do it off camera.
Thank you, adventurer. Your efforts here will not be forgotten. Many innocent dwarves died at this site, simply doing their jobs. The vengeance you delivered to those evil creatures should make them think twice before attacking King Magni's subjects ever again.
I think we'll go and do this last quest as well before we head back to town. Yeah, this might send us back there. Whatever. We've got these ones up here as well. They are all elite quests for this sort of area. I believe there's like elite... Actually, I don't know what they are. But there's elite enemies around here, which we're not going to be doing if we don't have a group. Which means I am not necessarily planning to do them. If we happen to be doing something with the guys and they're here and we're like, hey, maybe we should do these, maybe we'll knock them out. But I'm not planning on it. Anyway, we've got a little bit of a run to get to the coastline, and these sailors, I do remember this being a little bit of a tricky quest. So I will see you at the boat. Okay, so there's two boats here. It looks like the southern one has the snuff box as well. The other one doesn't, so we're going to try and tackle this one, and we'll go to the north. The northern one if we don't get enough kills here. Looks like this might be the best way to start on here. Yeah, very close. I can't believe we haven't pulled this. I guess the big fear is pulling things through walls here. I think with my level the way it is, that should counter that a little bit. So we need sailors. We need 5 marines. The majority of them are sailors, so I can already see 2 marines down there. There definitely will be some double pulls here, which I'm comfortable with. I think we could handle the triple pull. I would prefer to avoid it if possible, though. You know what? Maybe this is kind of feeling like maybe the quest item we're looking for is not up here. So I'm going to grab this marine while he's here, since they're a little bit more rare. And then we're going to head down. Unless it's on the other side of that pole. There is a stairway. Might be easy to go in from the bottom though. Should be a double pull, I think. It is. Alright, that one's going to finish himself off. So what is this? Curse of the Eye. Physical damage dealt is reduced by 8. Casting speed reduced by 20. I don't think missing the 8 is that bad. And the casting speed doesn't affect us either, so that's not too bad. Can we remove it though? We cannot, so we just got to put up with this one. I'm going to start using my bandages because I never use them and I always just end up selling them. Oh, I am... Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Well, lucky I do have that add-on because I was not thinking about my breath at all. Grab him. Let's do it now. And we're breathing. The only question is, would this item be down here? I'm going to guess not. And let's kill this marine while we're here. Gonna guess it's going to be in the main section of the boat, which is so that middle part, but out of the water. If it ain't that barrel, which it did. First mate Snellick. Oh, it's this guy. It's not even something to loot. Let's bring him up here, get a little bit of oxygen. Oh, we've actually got 2 on us here. One of them's disarming us. We are okay. Big boom. Alright, well that is the item we needed. So now what we need to do is find 2 more marines. And we're set. Getting a little bit lost here. Here we go. If we kill 2 more marines, then we should probably head outside and kill the sailors in comfort, in locations where it's easy for us to run away if something goes bad. This is not one of the... I mean, maybe we could parkour out that window. Oh, okay, hello. Not noticed this. I'm going to use one of these, and then I'm going to bandage. Going to preemptively pop. And I think we're okay here now. That was a lot of resources used, though. We've still got lay on hands. We could do some more if we really had to. We've got a stun, things like that. We could stun and heal, assuming we have enough mana. But that was a little bit scarier than it should have been. Let's have some of our ice cold milk that is getting very close to being irrelevant. And we are looking for 1 more marine. So we did we were not on full health or full mana when we took those 3, so we showed we can do it, but we don't want to be using that amount of resources. Oh, we didn't have Blessing of Might either. Not sure when that ran out. Yeah, we don't want to be blowing absolutely everything we have on a normal pull. A pull that is not supposed to and doesn't need to be dangerous. So that's a good sign for us to hop out a window here shortly and do this a bit more safely. That might be it for the Marines. Perhaps only sailors left here. Only need 3 more sailors as well. So this is a good indicator that it's time to head to the other boat. This is another one of those quests, like, we cleared out an entire boat and we still didn't complete a quest. Imagine if you were here with competition. Be a pain in the ass. Our prayers have been answered here. Let's pull him out. Is he bringing any friends? He is not. Big hit. Alright, that's it for the Marines. After this, there will be 2 more sailors, and we are done. I kind of feel like I remember this, yeah, see, we've got a Captain Hallandor up there. I'm pretty sure there's a quest to come back and do that. And he is level 30 and I'm 31, so that's definitely doable. Assuming I can get some nice safe pulls off and not grab everything else under the sun that's up there with him. Looking for 1 more sailor. Of course, now we can find nothing but Marines. Pull this one through a window or anything. What about, oh, there's one there. You know what, let's just pull a sailor over here. We've got to go this direction anyway to get back to town. little bit spicy, but we're still in one piece. Let's have a look at our talents since I did level up off camera. I was very tempted to just go straight into Pursuit of Justice. As silly as it is, just extra movement speed just feels so good. Especially when we don't have a mount yet. And even when we do have a mount, it's going to be benefiting the mount. Conviction is also amazing. 5 levels in that is 5% more crit. We've seen how devastating our crits are with a big two-handed weapon. Vindication. Chance to reduce the target. I mean, that's a great debuff. I don't know how handy that is. Just leveling up solo. Improved judgment would be helpful for our DPS, but I think with all these other things, probably a lower priority. I have read as well that it's another way to sort of yourself faster, make you run out of mana faster. So it's sort of good short term, bad long term. Sanctity Aura is eventually going to replace Retribution Aura. As soon as we get that, we'll never be using Retribution Aura again. So, oh, actually that does increase the damage done, but yeah, so we'll be ignoring stuff like that. Eye for an eye, spell crits against you. That's more of a PvP talent. So we're going to be ignoring the 5 levels that we'd normally be putting into this level. I'm going to put everything in here. So that'll be, if this was our first, so that'll be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to need 2 more. Well, it'll probably be these 2. And then we'll be into Sanctity Aura, 1 point there. Two-handed specialization. I mean, obviously, as long as we're DPSing, that's going to be big. That's 4 levels, so we're going to have 1 level left over. Not sure where we're going to put it. Vengeance. So this is a big one. So that'll be 15% bonus to physical and holy damage you deal for 8 seconds after dealing a crit. So that's when our synergies start coming in. If we're critting more, it means we're just doing way more damage. In the protection tree, I'm really keen to get precision. Extra 3% hit chance. We've got a lot of things though, like it's hard to make a choice. It'd be easier to get to here, but that just delays getting the big talents in the Retribution tree. Sure, there are some theory crafters out there who have already worked out the optimal path.
Well fought, adventurer. The
Figure it out.
Dragon Maws are not the same threat they were when they had dragons, but they're still fierce opponents. The Dragon Maws are led by Necros, son of Necros, who was the former head of the Dragon Maws years ago. Necros used powerful magic to tame the red dragons, but when that magic failed him, the dragons were not happy. Necros was killed, and his son has vowed revenge against the dragons who slew his father. While you were fighting the Dragon Maws, we discovered more of their plans. Necros has built catapults and aims to lay siege to Menethil. And with the fighting in Dunalgaz, we're effectively blocked from reinforcements. You need to take out those catapults. They're in the Dragon Maw encampment. Here, take this tinder. Fight your way to the catapults and light them with the tinder. And after you've done that, find and kill Necros. We need to cut this Dragon Maw beast down at its neck.
My thanks to you, adventurer, and the gratitude of my cursed brethren goes to you as well. To break the curse and free all of my brethren, the thing stowed on my ship must be retrieved and cleansed. I don't know what it was, but I do know that it was stored securely in the ship's strongbox, which Captain Hallandor lorded over. My old captain is still in my dreams. I know he walks my doomed ship, the Intrepid. Get the key from him and use it to open the Intrepid's strongbox. Then, after you have the cursed thing, bring it to the priest Glorin Steelbrow in town.
Alrighty, so we've got our new quests. Just looking at the time here. Rather than rushing it, I think I'm going to duck out and get some dinner really quickly.
See you soon.
And we will pick up where we left off once I'm back with some food. Let's probably go here first, then down there. I knew it was going to send us back there. I'm pretty sure all we have to do is click on one of the catapults, but I remember it having multiple enemies around it, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Anyway, I'm going to grab some food, and I'll be back soon. When I am back with a full belly, night sky still up, hasn't been too long in between. 2 spots to hit, and a little bit of a run. You guess which spot I'm going to go to first? Oh, could be either. You're about to find out. Okay, whoa, we're at the boat. Hey, I bet you didn't guess that. So unpredictable. Anything can happen in these videos. So we're going to slowly make our way up to Mr. X there. It's Professor X, Dr. Xavier. We're going to try and Magneto his little friends down away from him and have a gentleman's 1v1. I am a gentlewoman though, as you can see. Been trying to find a lock picker. Looking for a rogue. I've been unsuccessful so far. Let's keep our wits about us here. Be very careful, we don't want a triple pull. This is looking pretty safe though. Okay, we've got a double, that's totally fine. I actually didn't realize there were 4 mobs up there, not 3. So that could have been way worse. Imagine if these 2 also came along with the pull. You would have heard a little bit of panic in my voice. Well, thank you for asking. Actually, for dinner, I had a pizza. Got a special on this day of the week. You get more than 1 pizza for the price of 1. 2 for the price of 1, in fact. And I decided I'm going to take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm not going to assume that I can do a single pull here. I'm going to assume that it has to be a double, considering the last one was. And I'll have a nice, pleasant surprise if I can get him by himself. I'm pleasantly surprised. It's going to make this very easy. Much easier than the last time I was here, at least, all those months ago. Alright, I'm going right in. He's not spawning anything. Nothing crazy's happening. Oh, here we go. Here's something crazy. What's that? It's not displaying. I probably need another add-on to show this kind of stuff. Looked like an anti-magic shield from a Death Knight. Okay, we've got our key. Oh, so the turn-in is below the water. I don't think we've been inside this boat, so judging by the mini-map, it might be in this area of the boat. Let's see if we can do these pulls somewhat safely. It's a big shot. I don't like that when the Seal of Command procs, it doesn't show me the white hit as well. See if it does it again. I can only assume they're overlapping, or maybe maybe I'm just missing it. Seems my throat's doing something a little bit funny after the meal. Got 2 more in here. I'm not seeing anything that looks like I could put a key into it. He's gonna cop it. Nothing is highlighting when I put my mouse over it. I don't think it's above us, but hey, it could be. I mean, it could be below us. We're not getting any arrows on the question mark, which is usually the indicator. I am going to go get some oxygen. Get ready for a raid alert. No, we made it. Oh, nearly made it. Pretty amazing how you can bandage yourself underwater. It's just how good Negasister is. Oh, is this another hole? Oh, we could be on it. Yes, we are onto something. I know my World of Warcraft, this guy was going to pull no matter what, so we're better off just pulling him in a controlled manner. Wonder what prizes await us in this treasure chest. Chest is locked. Fits. Bring the cursed eye. Opening the chest reveals a blackened orb pulsing with an eerie light. It is the treasure which Fitzsimmons spoke, a cursed eye of Paleth. Take the cursed eye of Paleth to the dwarven priest in Menethil Harbour. I need some breath, so I am out. And we beat the raid alert for oxygen. Menethil Harbour, I'm going to assume... I'm going to assume that's in there somewhere and we just can't see it because there's... You know what, we can turn off some of these things now. No, that's not what we want. And yeah, let's turn off some of these. We don't need potions or bags anymore. Does that make... Oops. That didn't really help too much. I'm just going to start running to where we know we need to go. Once I've got a clear path like this, I can have a better look at the quest. Wetlands. Take the cursed eye of Paleth to the dwarven priest in Menethil Harbour. That is Menethil Harbour. So I'm going to assume the question mark is just covered up by one of these icons here. And if it isn't, then we're going to Google. So I do remember this being a little bit tricky, just with the amount of mobs around. I'm pretty sure I remember casters. What did I get up to? So in my previous life, I'm pretty sure I was around about 40 when I stopped and sort of went, what am I doing with my life? And eventually, sometime soon, this is not going to matter because they're coming out with the real version, at least the official version. So we're starting to get into things that I remember a little bit better, just because it was a bit more recent. And I do remember leveling in the wetlands. And I'm pretty sure, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I did end up in Thousand Needles after Wetlands. Which is a tough one, of course, because you can't fly there. You've got to get into Tanaris, into Gadgetzan, if you want to go back there. So maybe that trip is something we do. Wonder if there's anyone else that needs to do the trip, keep me company on the long run, and maybe we could throw them on the ground if a guard starts chasing us. We can run away and escape. Didn't hear that from me though. So yeah, that might be something we look into. Turn in Stormwind as well. Really hate the amount of travelling I have to do for some of these turn-ins. Maybe that's what we do then. I could do up to a 33, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potential quests that we could be doing down there. So we'll finish this off, we'll check out Duskwood, and then we'll head down there. I was going to say let's skip the run, but we're nearly there. Just starting to see around the corner here. Here's a familiar face, someone I know. Let's ask him. You be keen on a RFK? It's one on a night. See what he says. He's a little bit higher level. He's 36. This is Hoktar. He's flying along. He might be out of the level range. He might not want to go. See what he says, though. We have Job Watson showing an interest. We have Wazza showing an interest. So there's 3 of us so far. Mully, of course, is dead. Okay, Hoktar has said he's keen. So that is 4 players. We just need to find one more, which I'll have to have a think about who the 4th player could be. Oh, sorry, 5th. And I hope this doesn't get us killed because I was typing. I'm sure we'll be absolutely fine. He's just going to kill himself. Totally fine with that. We are missing might. That would be helpful. Oh, that's a big miss. In the back as well. This guy's very skilled at dodging. Might as well swing by this tin vein. Wherever it is. There it is. And I'm kind of surprised. Is this it? I was expecting a catapult. That is definitely not a catapult. But I do see the casters that I was expecting to see. Make this a little bit more challenging to do range pulls with, especially when they're grouped up like this. There is the catapult. So we've got 1 caster, 2 melee. They are... Okay, so it's only the casters that are higher level. Down you go. Get a little bit more tin here. What's our best approach? I don't even know if coming from the mountainside is the best way to go here. This is giving us a lot. We're here now, so we might as well do it. Oh, okay, yeah, there's quite a bit more than I initially thought was here. Maybe coming from the right is the safest way. If we're not intending to clear this, that gives us the best escape route, maybe. The casters are going to be the tricky ones because they're going to be a real pain to pull away. So we're going to have to try. See, if I pull him, it's probably going to pull him. I can grab him out here. The caster's just going to sit there casting and probably stuff us up. First things first, we'll worry about that later. All we can do is pull what we can pull for now. This next pull is the one that I don't know how I'm going to do it. Oh, it's the only the one on the right counts. So there's really no point clearing this. I'm going to do a full 360 with the catapult here. I'm already missing not having exorcism for range pulls. Okay, so I think we're going to have to pull him. Or kill that. Kill this patrolling guy. You're... Well, he looked like he was about to turn around, but that's not something that I need moving behind me. Scrapper has died level 37 in Nomric. Oh, shit. We don't go too far there. Distracted by someone dying. Level 37 in Nomrigan, slain by leprous machinesmith. And that is exactly why I do not want to go to Noma. I don't care what anyone says. Well, I do. If everyone wanted to do it, I'd probably do it. But that place is just so dangerous. Okay, there's another one dead, but he's level 15. That's not Noma. So I think that's the plan. I pull this one, expecting him to pull this, and then hopefully not pulling that. Where do we go? Well, we've got a real easy exit here, if things go pear-shaped. This is going to be a real tricky range pull, though. It might be impossible to hit this guy without aggroing that first. Okay, you've socialed. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna finish these guys off since I'm netted. Don't want to risk someone running away and grabbing a few friends. It's still gonna be tricky to pull this guy. I'm gonna try to drag him away. Gonna see, this might chain with the skeleton. I can do a range pull on the skeleton though. That might be helpful. If he moves a little bit closer like that. What is our result here? So we have got everything. That's not great. I think I can do this. One down. Most dangerous one. He didn't end up casting any spells either. Health's a little bit low here. Still feeling confident. As long as we don't get anything additional coming in, we are a-okay. Cool. So yes, my health and my mana went pretty low, but that was without any ocean buttons. Shame we don't have any crap quality food to chow down on while we're drinking our milk. Yeah, it's probably good enough for now. I am pretty confident I can get this without pulling. First catapult is before you. Will you set it aflame? You place some of the tinder on the catapult, then strike a spark onto it. Flame erupts and quickly spreads. Now that the catapults have been burned, find and kill Chieftain Necrosh. Okay, I don't remember this part of it. And that is an elite quest. Which means we might be done here. The weapon is a downgrade. So no massive cause for us to push on and do that. And hey, it might be totally doable if it's just a 1v1 against an elite. Look, let's go have a peek. I do not want a repeat of our experience with that Ice Yeti in Loch Madan. Because I was feeling confident, and next thing you know, I'm spending the next 24 hours or 16 hours, whatever it was, to level back up to 20. We'll have a look though. So the average health of these guys is 600 to 800. How much health is this guy gonna have? Is he a caster as well? I'm a little bit more scared of casters than physical damage dealers. And are we going to have an escape route? These are all questions we need to answer before we commit to doing this. But I will accept this iron vein that happens to be here. If we can get up. Very nice. Oh, only 2 taps. Better than nothing. Oh, good sign. There's a dead body on the way in. And it looks like we have higher level. This is not looking promising. Where is he though? Is it that one? It is. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to cut my losses. And I'm just going to... Well, you know what? We can hold on to that. And if one day I'm here with an additional person, We could say, hey, let's go do these dwarf elites up here, and then we can swing down here and do that. I'll leave my options open for that. Shame I can't remove curses. And looks like we might have a shortcut to leaving the area down there. I think it's safe to say everything back there would have respawned by now, so maybe this is the quickest way out. Physical damage done reduced by 10. I mean, when you're hitting this hard, this slowly, that's not too bad, but for something like a rogue or anything that's hitting quickly, a dual-wielding warrior, for example, that would be pretty painful. Meanwhile, I don't have Might on, and he's resisted. Use my weapon proc when he's on like 1 health, perfect. Oh, we did it again. Oh, it's going like crazy now. Well over halfway as well to 32. I don't think we're going to achieve it, but that would be a nice little milestone. A little bit too far off for what we have left to hand in. Alright, we'll try and... let's just kill this guy. Probably could have squeezed through there, but let's just make sure. Make sure nothing nasty happens. You're not going anywhere, buddy. Neither am I. Here we go. Okay, we've got a long, lonely run back to Menethor Harbour. I'll see you then.
You got my attention.
Drunk Fitzsimmons sent you to me. Well, you can tell him I don't have any extra ale. He's going to have to panhandle someone else. Okay. Let's give him this.
An Eye of Paleth! Amazing! There's something wrong with this one. You found it on one of those shipwrecks? Well, that explains it. But I didn't know they had such an eye on the Third Fleet. It's no wonder Fitzsimmons was so spooked. A cursed Eye of Paleth is no cause for mirth. I can't lift the curse from the Eye of Paleth. The eyes were crafted by human priests, so you'll have to go to Stormwind to find someone who can help you. Speak with Archbishop Benedictus. He is head of the Cathedral of Light in Stormwind. He can help.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Brassbolts Brothers, what's that one? So yeah, we've got a couple of quests to go back to Stormwind. Just having a look at what this one is. Oh, that's actually sending me to the Shimmering Flats, so I want to pick that up. I'm not sure why I didn't before. I was in Ironforge earlier today. Must have forgotten. Alright, yeah, you don't really need to see me pick up that quest, so I'm going to see you in Stormwind, where we'll turn these in, and maybe we'll run down here, finish this, and yeah, maybe that'll finish us off, but we'll see. See you when we land. Ah, so it turns out we did have a new level of Seal of Command. That's a lot of mana. That's a lot of mana. That's nearly doubling the mana. What do we get for that? So the seal does exactly the same amount of damage. 70% of normal weapon damage. I wonder if it procs more often or something. Unleashing it will judge an enemy. 76 to 84. That is barely different. But hell, we'll get it. That is probably a mistake. Honestly, that feels like the type of skill we should just keep at level 1. Got a choice though. We will give it a try, and we are leaving without picking up the quest. That's no good. Archbishop Benedictus.
Light be with you. What?
An Eye of Paleth, but this one has seen much sorrow. ... It must have been witness to a terrible, terrible tragedy. Let me cleanse it, for the eyes were created to shine bright, and their powers can be quite dangerous if tainted like this one.
Well, that is an interesting offhand. Increase healing done by spells and effects by 13. Gonna hold on to that. Obviously, I've got my healing shield. It's got a fair bit of spirit on it. And plus healing is a great stat. However, I'm pretty sure the longer your spell casts, the more this contributes. And I have pretty much exclusively been doing Flash of Heal. I am going the wrong way. So this might not actually be worth using, but I can do a little bit of research on that. I have never properly healed as a paladin in 40-man days because I was exclusively pretty much a horde player. So I'm going to assume this isn't great with Flash of Light. Might be good with well, yeah, it'd be good with Holy Light. But still, it might not necessarily be worth using. We have another quest in here. Paranoid Tiara, 40 plus. That is a long ways off us trying to do that. Sounds familiar though. Why does this quest sound familiar?
The Paranolde Tiara is an old heirloom of the Paranolde nobles, the ruling family of Alterac before that kingdom fell to ruin.
Yeah, we're
It
not
is said
doing
to
that.
have been crafted by master jewelers in Iron Forge and fitted with the finest of emeralds. When Alterac was destroyed, the tiara was lost.
Is this guy about to do something?
There are rumors that an oak...
Oh, he's dead.
Thank you for bringing me this fine-looking stout, servant. Here's a copper for you.
All right.
Now, out of sight with you, and let me enjoy my drink.
I'm a murderer, okay. Probably should have paid more attention to what was going on with that quest before I committed that crime. Although now that I think about it, there's probably no NPC alive right now that has killed more than Negasister has. Basically a mass murderer at this stage. The last thing we're going to do is go down here, and I reckon a nice peaceful auto run through Elwyn Forest is better than taking the flight path. What that means is, see you when I get there. Alright, we've just arrived in Arathi Highlands. I went and did the turn-in Duskwood and realized I wasn't recording, but that just led on to another elite quest. And I didn't want to end off on an elite quest, so we're up here. I'm going to try and
I don't care if Muradin rose up from the dead and wished
knock
you
a
here on
quest
dragon.
off.
I'm busy. Talk to Crichton if you need something.
Here it
We are
is.
fighting a war for Stromgard, and we are losing. The ogres, the syndicate, and we have divided our once great city, and each faction battles the other into a bloody stalemate. But our forces dwindle while our enemy grows. We need help from the town of Southshore, but supplies are difficult to receive while the syndicate holds territory between us. Go to the syndicate base in Northfold Manor and slay them. Then perhaps pressure on our supply trains will lessen and more will get through.
Okay, I will try my best to help you by taking out 10 highwaymen and 6 mercenaries. While also dodging any dangerous creatures. And also getting this tin vein. Very carefully. Never mind. Hey, let's go. Let's test out our new seal of command. It is definitely a mana drainer. 100%. We'll give it more of a try while we're up there fighting the Defias guys. I think they're Defias at least. Maybe going back to level 1 is the way to go. Yes, we're just going straight ahead. Let's try and unlock the map for these ogres while we're here. That was really easy. Yep, There we go. So I do remember one of these types is a stealth mob. And any quest where you're killing things in their stealth can be a little bit annoying. You can't target them from a distance. I know they circle the area. That's a oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. The mercenaries are definitely down there. I don't see any highwaymen, so maybe the highwaymen are the ones that are invisible up here. Let's put our sharpening stone back on. There we go. That's exactly what I was talking about. Here is our first highwayman. These are actually the ones we have to kill the most. I am very surprised we've pulled the Pathstalker as well. So we're going to do this a little bit more carefully. Oh, and there's... Oh my goodness. We are surrounded and we are taking off. Early potion. And we are getting more dinosaurs on us. We are in big trouble here. We are in big trouble. Get away from this guy. Looks like all the others have reset. A little bit of my focus was gone there. We're not out of trouble yet, but I think we're okay. Check a shield on. He's got a slow on us. And okay. Ooh, that was a bit scary. That was a bit scary. Could have lost everything there. So we're going to be extra careful, extra focused while we're doing this. And not let that situation happen again. So let's very carefully look for these stealth ones. Oh god. Alright, this is really hard to spot them. Maybe this is not the best quest to end a night on. I was kind of hoping for something nice and easy to get our last bit of questing in. So we are going to be super careful. Problem is, by the time we see them, they're already on us. I want to pull this one, but there might be an invisible mob in between us. This time, though, so that gave me a little bit of a fright. Having all those syndicate guys on us, and then the high-level raptors backing into those, definitely could have gone bad. But all we can do is refocus now, stay calm. Finish this off nice and cleanly. There's an invisible man. And I'll definitely get a heal off once this guy's down. Not attacking that quickly either, so we'll put our Devotion Aura back on. Away he goes, one more hit. Let's use a bandage. Let's conserve our mana in case we need it. I'll still do another flash heal there. And we continue pulling. We could potentially get this one. I am not interested in pulling any of these Pathstalkers. Retribution Aura back on because she's attacking so quickly. Oh, big hit. We're actually not doing too bad with mana. I think we're getting enough back during the fight that it's evening out the extra cost of the initial cast of the seal. How's our map looking? Could probably unlock this part of the map while we're here. I know there's, what is it, like fire elementals? Some kind of elemental down there, which might be high level, but I reckon we can get close enough to unlock. Here's our next highwayman. And as long as we're doing these one at a time, we're going to be totally safe. Probably dip down and get that mercenary as well. He's running exactly where I was planning to go, so that works out. Very smooth, very smooth. Got to make sure we don't have any patrolling invisible guys. That would not do well. I'm going to get a keel off here because our health's dropping a little bit. A bit of an equalizer. I guess this is level 32. Just feels like we're taking a buttload of damage off that one. Maybe we weren't getting any procs. No crits, no weapon procs until right at the end. Here's our next victim. I see some of the wildlife here is a decent level. Although nothing like the level 34 raptors we saw before. Can't quite see the elemental area, but I know it's over there. It feels like it's going very slowly. Am I missing something? It's I'm gonna count how many strikes it's taking to kill these guys next time we fight one. Got might on. I've got my weapon sharpening stone on. Wait, did I totally imagine that there are... Oh no, they're over here. I thought for a second this I had imagined this place with the elementals, but there it is. These, there we go. And there is our map unlock. Back to mission 2 bars to 32. That would be a great way to finish off. Those are the last dead bodies, so there might be some around here. Should probably start making my way in looking for some mercenaries when I get the chance to. Really surprised we haven't come across anything stealthed so far. This looks like the kind of mob that triggers a multi-pull. Let's find out. Got all our bubbles up again. Everything we need if things go bad. I don't know what it is. Just maybe I'm totally imagining it. Just feels like we're needing to hit these guys a lot to take them down. That's a Pathstalker in there. We don't want that. Another Pathstalker. So we need 2 more mercenaries, 5 more highwaymen, and we're Gucci at that point. 2, 3. So that looks like about 6 hits maybe it's requiring to, not counting the dodges and parries. Maybe I was already doing that when I was fighting the things earlier. I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, there's a mercenary. Be ripe for the picking, as long as it doesn't chain pull. The Syndicate. I feel like that used to be for something, but obviously not. Maybe there was something similar. Oh, here we go. Gonna pot early. Jeez, that's eating up our mana. I'm gonna bubble and bandage. This area, man, this, tell you what. This area is giving me a little bit of a fright. That is twice now. We've had somewhat of a close call. I guess it is just that these guys seem to be stronger for some reason. And since they're stronger, means even just getting 2 can mean we have a little bit of a panic. Let's have a nice, cold, ice cold, in fact, milk drink. So if we manage to get this one without dying, that is the last mercenary we need, which means we can just stick to the edges, play it nice and safe, and just do one at a time on these invisible fellas. We only need 2 more of them. Let's bring him a little bit further up, just so we're off that cliff edge. So if you really watch both of our helds, like I'm really not taking this guy down much faster than he's taking me down. Which is pretty crazy considering how easy things have felt recently. Yes, I know that most of the stuff we were fighting in the Wetlands were lower level than us, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. See our second last highwayman. And I don't think this is going to be enough to ding us. That his health's barely moving. Our seal of command is doing stuff all as well. These are living longer and we're doing less with the seal. That's an interesting stat. Maybe that's part of the problem. Here is our last highwayman. On average, we're only hitting Seal of Command once in a battle. But maybe that's the problem. So there's our second, and that makes it a lot better. So that's our quest done. However, I do want a little bit more XP. I would love to ding. If we say this quest turn in... what was the last quest turn in? Just want something to compare it to give me an idea of how many mobs we want to kill. Oh, I can't see the last one. But we should kill a few beasties on our way back to town. Not these Highland Thrashers, though. Nothing level 34 that is faster than us, thank you very much. Maybe we'll kill something a little bit closer to town. How did we make it through here before without running into these guys? What level are these? 32? Everything's kind of low 30s over here. Feels like the kind of area where I'd really just want just 1 to 2 more levels. Even just 1 level. Just 1 more level, I think I'd be happy. Feel a lot safer. No more oranges. Maybe that's it as well. We're just missing more often than we were before with the higher level. Got the seal off twice there. It's a big difference. Alright. After we get through this guy, it looks like we're into lower level guys that we should be able to power through. And get a little bit more XP, enough for us to retire for the evening. A happy level 32. Oh, big hits, big hits. That crit. Oh, 477 seal of command damage there. Probably should have topped myself up before engaging that. So we are going to make sure we are not engaging anything else while we're fighting. Tell you what, it's been a while since I've really even thought about using bandages, but this area is definitely making me consider it. On the regular, not just in a panic situation. And we clear out most of these beasties and head down. I want to say the quest turn-in is going to be around about 2000 XP. Actually, no, that sounds too high. If I'm already at 50,000 and this is 800, maybe it's closer to 800. Actually, no, I was just reading it wrong. This is about what we're looking at. So maybe 2 more enemies. And I think we'll have enough done. What a little bit of a stressful ending to the episode. It's going very smoothly before that. Oh, look at that. Retribution Aura finishes it off. Where's that other little raptor gone? Here you are. Reckon maybe these two? That'll get us to about 2,000 left, I think. Nearly there. We're still a little bit short. We're like 2,100-ish off. We'll give it a go. Hey, look, if we're a little bit short, I'll just bounce up and kill one more animal if we really need to. This is looking like a fall we can survive, so let's hop down. Alright, I kind of dealt with the Syndicate. Captain Niles.
Very good, adventurer. With the deaths of those Syndicate members, we should have an easier time receiving supplies from South Shore. Perhaps our cause yet has hope. The Syndicate in Stromgarde do battle with our contingent of militia there. In order to urge the rabble to fight our more disciplined troops, the Syndicate leaders have placed a bounty on our soldiers, awarding gold for each Stromgarde badge gathered off killed militiamen. We want those badges retrieved. We cannot allow the cutthroats to take trophies from our brave fallen. Enter the Syndicate-controlled area of Stromgarde and hunt them for our badges.
Big question is, which do we go for first? I mean, I love... see, doing more crits is going to make us level faster. But then we're always running around everywhere. So movement speed would be good too. Let's go the crit. I really want the movement speed, but yeah. We'll go the crit. It's probably the better option. Yeah, so we're 32. And this is a great place to leave it off. I think I'm going to look into getting over to 1,000 Needles. Do a bit of research, make sure I don't kill myself on the way. And we're also potentially doing a Razorfen crawl. So look forward to that. Hope you enjoy the video. And I will see you next time.